wonder if there'll ever be a price to pay.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, whether we'll come unstuck or be exposed in the press.
I don't want too many marks in my arms in case she notices. Can you do it in my leg?
I'll try, yes.
It's not fair, is it?
What isn't?
Any sacrifices to be made, and you're the one having to make them.
What sacrifices are these?
Well, think about it. In order to marry me, you've had to give up just about everything else you had in your life.
Rubbish.
Well, you threw in your job, which you like doing. You left London, where you like living. You've left your friends. And why? Because I wanted to be here.
You needed to be here.
It's the same thing. And now you're starting this dead-end job.
Hey, who says it's a dead-end job?
Well, part-time office work.
I might love every minute of it.
I doubt it.
Let's wait and see, shall we?
What you mean is you're going to pretend to like it, even if you don't.
No.
Yes, you are. And all this so that I can call myself a painter.
You are a painter.
Well, then why don't I live in a garret, surviving on a bowl of gruel until I can support a wife properly?
Because you'd hate it. You'd be so miserable, you'd never be able to paint a thing.
Yeah, probably.
Look, I've got to be going. I'll be back this afternoon.
Okay. And I'm starting work too. Look, don't you think I'm going to be wasting a minute?
Bye.
Bye.
Hello? It's Helena.
Back again?
Mum. Oh, Dad. Hello.
Darling, what's the matter?
You haven't left him again.
Yes. Or rather, no, if when you say again, you mean like last time. Because I haven't left him like last time. This time I've left him and I am not going back.
Oh, dear.
Mary, could you take Ben, please?
Oh, yes, of course. Come here.
Whee! Thanks, Mary. Oh, and there are some things in the car.
If you could just put everything into the front sitting room for the time being.
I'll do that. We'll do that, won't we?
Yes.
Darling, I thought your problems with Mark had been resolved.
So did I.
Edward, weren't you just about to leave?
Well, yes, I was.
Then we
but-
don't want to make you late. I can deal with our daughter.
Right, yeah. Helena, I'm sure you'll sort things out. Mark is a good man at heart.
Is he?
Well, yes, I believe he is.
Edward, you're going to make yourself late and then you'll drive too fast.
I'm going. I'll leave you in your mother's capable hands.
I'm all right.
Of course you are.
All right, darling. I'll see both of you tonight.
Goodbye, dear.
Bye.
He went to see her, supposedly to tell her it was all over, and he never came back.
Not at all.
Not at all. All I got was a drunken, triumphant phone call from her.
Oh, darling. Oh, now that is awful.
Yes, was rather. Anyway, I thought either I stay here and kill him or I leave for good. And it's not that killing him didn't seem very attractive, it's just I didn't know how long I'd have to wait. Well, that's it. This time he's gone too far for apologies or explanations. This time we're finished.
You intend to divorce him?
Yes, I do.
Oh, my poor darling.
Oh, no. Well, not again.
Morning.
Morning, Edward. Successful conference?
Interesting. I'll say one thing for the Church of England. Whatever our other failings, we're very good at conferences.
Yes. And he should know. He's been to enough of them in the last 3 years.
Anyway, why have you no school?
I have, technically. I'm just not there.
I should have known better than to ask.
Listen, what do you think of Thomas Hunt?
Gabriel's best man?
What do you think? Do you think he's dishy?
Well, he might be, but he's surely too old for you.
Oh, is that why he took me out for a drink? And why I'm going to see him now down at the lodge?
Now?
Yes.
And Gabriel will be there, will he?
Why, do you want to come?
No. Actually, what I'd like... This is pathetic.
Tell me.
I always used to give him a hard time when he came running home whenever anything went wrong for him. I used to tell him to stand on his own 2 feet and
Yeah,
things like
yeah,
that.
being the older sister.
Exactly. Only now I'm the one who's come running home.
So you don't want him to know that you're here?
Well, not yet, anyway. Not if it can be avoided.
I'm delighted to be married. I'm just not sure I'm going to be terribly good at it, that's all.
Why not?
Well, if you have to tell one another everything, you're not supposed to have secrets, are you?
Supposed to. I doubt it often works quite as smoothly as that.
Well, it certainly hasn't with us. I seem to spend half my time with Rachel lying to her.
What about?
Oh, you know, about how much I've had to drink, that sort of thing.
That's okay. That's to be expected. Anyway, you never know what she's lying to you about.
Oh, yes, I do. She isn't lying to me about anything.
So aren't you the lucky one?
Well, yeah, but you see, the other problem is, we're living so near the family, it's almost as if we've moved in.
Not an ideal situation.
No. I should have seen it coming. When Mum offered us the lodge, well, it was separate, it was away from the house. I didn't think it'd feel like this.
Has Rachel said anything?
Well, she hasn't exactly
Hi, it's me. Mind if I join you?
see what I mean.
I do. It must be a problem.
What must be a problem? What are you two talking about?
Nothing. What do you want, anyway?
I don't want anything. I've just come here to offer you the pleasure of my company. How's your piano practice?
Fine, thank you.
I offered to turn the pages for him, but he wouldn't let me. That was after you pretended to be my new boyfriend to help me get rid of Nick.
I was what you might call conscripted.
Oh, by the way, Lenny's back again, this time staying. Her husband's been screwing around. She asked me specifically not to tell you just in case you thought she was pathetic.
So why have you told me?
Because I knew you'd want to know. And that way you won't act surprised when she tells you.
Do you follow that?
From some distance.
Anyway, where's your wife? She hasn't left as well, has she?
Rachel has gone to work.
Oh, great. So it's just the 3 of us then.
I'm not being sexist.
No.
And I welcome, as I've always welcomed, the ordination of women.
Yes.
The trouble is, and all right, I admit this is from my own point of view. I do admit that this is from my own selfish point of view.
Yes.
There is now a glut of women priests, and they're all going to be looking for their own parishes as I'm looking for mine.
Would you excuse me a minute?
Yes, of course.
There's something I have to clear with Edward.
Right.
Yes?
I need to speak to you.
Listen to this first. 3 weeks on Friday, there's a conference in Lincoln lasting 2 days on the Christian view of death. I think we might attend that, don't you? Think we might find a nice little hotel in Lincoln. Oh, hang on. Yes, hello. Oh, Jessica,
I'll come back later.
if you would.
The point I was trying to make...
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry I interrupted you like that.
Oh, no, that's all right. No, the thing is, it's now fashionable to appoint a woman to your parish. In fact, you look positively reactionary if you haven't got one. So, any vacancies come along, it's women priests they're looking for, and there are hundreds of them. So where does that leave someone like me?
And is this wise?
I beg your pardon.
I just mean, of course we must offer Helena all the help we can.
Oh, I'm glad you think so.
She's our daughter.
She is. And she is also an innocent young woman with a baby whose husband has been fornicating with the office tart.
Well, Jessica, we don't want to judge.
Oh, I do. I find no problem in judging in this instance.
I'm only saying you make it sound as if Helena is moving in with us permanently.
She might be.
Well, and I'm asking, is this wise? Surely we should be encouraging her to talk to her husband, help them to find a way of resolving this.
Edward, I am not one of your parishioners, and nor is your daughter, so spare us the party line.
It's not the party line.
Well, it's sounding very much like it.
Look at it from Mark's point of view. What sort of message is it going to send to him if Helena moves in with us? He's going to conclude that she doesn't need him anymore. She's back with her mum and dad.
Well, if that's the message, then fine, yes.
It isn't fine. That's what I'm saying. We're only helping to make their separation permanent.
Oh, I see. So, will you please tell me, what should I do? Shall I tell them to get out? To go and sleep on the streets? No. I'm relieved to hear that.
Look, we'll talk about this when I come home.
Yes, why don't we? Sometimes being a bishop gets in the way of being a father.
Well, I can understand, though.
What?
Well, why he doesn't want me moving back here.
Darling, he will want what we tell him he wants. It just takes him a little time to realize that.
I hope what I said didn't upset you.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
About women priests and how they're sort of taking over.
Oh,
I'm not contesting their right to apply for these posts, not for a minute. They have every right to. It's just where it leaves somebody like me.
would you excuse me again for the second? There's just something else I have to clear with Edward. Can we talk about this other thing later on?
Well, I think I've said all I wanted to say, actually.
Well, that's all right then. Sorry to interrupt again.
No, you wouldn't believe. Helena, my eldest.
Yes.
She's left her husband. She's brought her baby with her and she's moving in with us, lock, stock and barrel. This is after Gabriel's just moved in at the lodge. I thought I was getting rid of my family. Now it seems they're all coming home.
Yes.
Oh, don't think I'm being unsympathetic, poor Helena. Turns out that her husband's been unfaithful.
Has he?
And of course she's very upset about it. But what I can't get my wife to understand is that the more we accommodate them, the more we're perpetuating the situation and not helping them to resolve it. Something the matter?
Yes.
Oh, what?
Well, you obviously have enough troubles of your own.
No, tell me.
Well, I should have told you earlier, but I just didn't believe it could have happened. And then I decided, well, I've got to find out one way or another, so I went to a chemist and I'm pregnant.
Pregnant?
Yes.
Good God.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what to say.
No.
This test.
Very reliable. They're much more than they used to be. But I've made an appointment with the doctor, and that should confirm things.
Yes.
One way or another.
Yes, but you sound fairly certain.
I'm afraid I am, yes.
This needs some thinking about.
Well, it made me think about what you said at the hotel.
What?
Well, that sooner or later we'd come unstuck. I mean, I know you didn't mean this, but well, prophetic in a way, really, wasn't it?
You only have to say the words. Landscape painting. It sounds like you're out to exploit your own subject matter.
How?
No, it's like you're saying, do you like the view? OK, let's steal it. Let's get it down and carry it off.
Right.
Which anyone can do with a camera anyway.
Not really. It's like you found a patch of beauty lying around, so you're going to slap it onto a canvas while nobody's looking.
Why not? Everybody has cameras, so everybody can take whatever pictures they want for themselves.
Even better, they can go outside and they can look at the view for themselves.
Yes.
But that is a different experience. I mean, what's the point of simply transferring what you can see out there onto a canvas? Unless you're simply showing off your technique.
None.
I mean, who wants to look at technique?
Or listen to it. The same with musicians.
Right.
Anybody want a drink?
No thanks.
Well, what drink, anyway?
I've brought some.
What was I saying?
He wants to look at technique.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people want the view, of course they do. But what they also want is a way of looking at it which they couldn't have found for themselves.
Here we are. Look.
Champagne.
Again.
I liberated it from the cellar while no one was looking.
Well, now you can jolly well take it back and put it in the cellar.
Oh, don't be so boring.
I'm sorry, I'll ask our guests. Do you want champagne?
Not just at the
No,
moment.
you see, neither of us want champagne.
Look, I can't take it back. I might get caught. The only thing to do is to drink the evidence.
If you open that bottle, you're going to be drinking it yourself.
We're going to go need some glasses.
Charlotte.
Don't get them then. It'll just go all over the carpet.
I haven't done this on purpose.
No.
Or to trap you.
No, that didn't even occur to me.
Quite honestly, I've no idea how it could have happened.
And what do you... How do you feel about it?
I feel as though I've trapped myself.
Well, look, I'm here. And I'm not going anywhere.
You're also married to Jessica.
Yes, I am. Yes.
It's not as if I'm one of those women who feel the years are slipping away and they've got to have a baby. I've never felt like that. I like my life. I don't want it to change. That's the really awful part. I don't want this baby.
Well, it is, of course, entirely your decision.
I've never seen myself as a mother. I just can't imagine.
It is the most enormous commitment.
And what sort of mother would I be anyway? I mean, what sort of life could I offer a child?
Yes.
I just can't see it.
And how many weeks are you?
5 or 6. Can't be more than that.
So, still very, very early.
Yes.
So there wouldn't be any problems in that respect.
No. You mean if I were to have a termination?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm no expert, but I believe at this stage it's very quick and simple. Emotionally, of course, it's not so simple, but I'll be with you. We'll talk later. Yes?
Sorry, but we really should be going.
Oh, yes.
Come on, I must get on.
Should have left about 10 minutes ago, actually.
What am I doing? Blessing a new church hall?
Squash court.
Squash court.
Oh, darling!
Hello, Thomas, Charlotte.
Hi.
Rachel, it's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
You walked out. What happened?
Nothing happened. Just finished for the day, that's all. Quite enjoyed it, actually.
Sorry about the mess. It's my fault.
Well, yeah, I was all set to work and then suddenly...
What a lot of guilt there is flying about. We're only having a drink, for God's sake.
But we were just going. I'll clear up some of this first.
No, leave it.
Yeah, yes, go on, get out. Let me get back to work.
Get back to work. He was never working.
Yes, he was. Now, come on, we're going.
Please don't go on my account. I feel like I'm breaking up the party.
No, there wasn't a party and we were going anyway. You ready?
Don't have much choice, do I?
No. I'll be in touch.
Make sure you are.
Rachel, I am sorry about that.
Oh, don't be.
Well, I'm not sorry. I've actually had rather a good time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Did you know Thomas was calling?
No? Just out of the blue?
I'll just go and change out these clothes.
Yes, I'll just clear up some of this mess.
I don't know why he ever married her.
Come on, Charlotte. She's really very nice.
Why she married him? Yes, quite a step up for her.
You know, you really are a terrible snob.
Yes. You like me all the same.
Do I? You want to lift to the house?
No. Why don't we go to your flat? I'm sure we can find something to do for the afternoon.
I have plenty to do.
Does that include me?
Charlotte! Look, I've had enough of these games. Do you want to lift to the house or not?
No. I don't think I do. Thank you.
Fine. Enjoy your walk.
Anne! Good job I checked. I was just about to lock up.
Yes, it's time I was going.
Nothing the matter, is there?
No. Just checking up on a few things. Edward hasn't come back with you.
No, he went straight home. You know, I'm always impressed the way he can just turn it on like that. Between you and me, he didn't seem at all prepared for this afternoon. And once we got there, he gets an audience in front of him and it's magic. Had a meeting out of his hand. We're lucky to have a man of his caliber.
Aren't we? Well, see you tomorrow.
Yes. Good night.
Good night.
For this food before us, gratefully, dear Lord, we give you thanks.
Amen.
Amen. Helena not joining us?
She's putting Ben down.
No sign from Mark today, I take it?
He hasn't even telephoned.
Is she going to divorce him?
I sincerely hope it won't come to that.
Oh, it can't. It would be a tragedy.
You're not against divorce, though. I mean, professionally.
I'm certainly not in favour of it.
No,
You
but-
mean, would I remarry somebody who had been divorced?
This isn't a topic we want to dwell on this evening, is it?
Not particularly.
Or any other evening.
How did Rachel find her first day at work, Charlie?
Seemed all right.
How do you know that?
She spent half the day down at the lodge.
We were having a really nice time. Then she comes in, the new wife. It's like she's a teacher and we're a bunch of snotty kids.
You hadn't been drinking again, had you?
No.
And please, don't let's refer to her as the new wife.
No.
Her name is Rachel.
Yes.
Insipid sort of name, though, isn't it? Rachel.
I think it's a very nice name.
Well, it's her name, and I'm sure she's not going to change it for our benefit.
I'm sure she's not going to do anything for our benefit.
In fact, I think she's a very nice person.
Here, here.
Mum, you're not saying much.
I think some of us are saying rather too much.
She's your brother's choice, and we should respect that.
Yes. And if I may suggest there's something else we should respect, it's their privacy. We mustn't just go popping in and out every 5 minutes.
Oh, well, I'm very sorry. I won't go near the place again.
Nobody is saying that, Charlie.
Well, I think that's it. But I better go and check on him in 5 minutes. He really hates going to sleep. You can see him fighting it.
And he'd be unsettled, not being in his own bed. You must need things for him. We'll go shopping tomorrow.
I don't need that much. I managed to grab most of his bits and pieces.
Do you want to ring, Mark?
No, not yet.
If I come back, I'm coming back as a man.
Are you?
Reincarnation, yes, I'd have to check, but I think that's still a heresy.
I don't care.
No, I didn't think you would.
I'm coming back as a man because they have it so easy.
Oh, yes.
They don't have any responsibilities, not really. And I mean, babies, well, they can just walk away. Because there's bound to be a woman who's actually had it. So just walk away and leave it to her.
You'd make a very good man by the sound of it.
It's not difficult.
I have something to confess.
What?
Thomas calling round. It wasn't a surprise. I knew he was going to.
Oh, that's not very terrible. Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know. Oh, yes, I do. I mean, you were starting work, embarking on a day of soulless drudgery.
Hardly that.
I mean, I couldn't say I'm going to be doing nothing. I'll just be lounging around.
Oh, Thomas is a very good friend. You couldn't send him away.
Unlike my sister, you mean? Now, her, I didn't know about.
Why does she resent me?
I had no idea.
But she does. And I don't know what to do about it.
Or don't do anything. I mean, she'd love it if she thought you were trying to get round her.
I'm not trying to get round her. I just don't like feeling I have to be on my guard all the time.
I'm sorry. My bloody family, eh?
I'm sure they're no bloodier than anybody else's. Anyway, I didn't marry your family. I married you.
Tomorrow I'll paint. Really and truly.
Lenny,
Yes.
oh, we thought you must be seeing to bed.
No.
Did you ring Mark?
I rang the house. There was no reply. Quite a relief, really. Oh, I wasn't sure what he was going to say. How could he do it? You're a man, you tell me. How could he choose this other woman in place of his wife and his son?
I'm sure he hasn't really done that.
Where is he tonight?
Oh, yes, I know. But I mean, that's not how it appears to him, as a clear-cut choice. I'm sure all this isn't something that he really deliberately intended.
So what did he intend?
Oh, I doubt if he knew. He's obviously become involved with this woman.
But you wouldn't do this to Mum. You wouldn't betray Mum the way he's betrayed me.
But that's what I mean. It's not an act of deliberate betrayal.
Oh, so what is it? Just a game? A bit on the side?
It's the sin of wanting more than we're entitled to. Yes, I admit the sinners are almost exclusively male. I sometimes think we're not as mature as you women.
Oh, well, he's not. He's certainly not. How can he be when he abandons the woman who's loved him and borne his child?